Hello.
Thank you for coming to Combination.
Yeah, welcome.
For those of you who are here for the first time, yes, welcome.
And for those of you who've come back before and seen us in the past, thanks for coming back.
Yeah, welcome back. Now, I'm not going to lie to you. We have for months and months and months, we did a live presentation. We did a live trivia on Tuesday nights. It was a lot of fun, and but we didn't record it. However, that made people sad that there were no recordings. So what we're doing now is revisiting some of Combination's greatest hits. We're recording them using the new StreamYard, new to us, using our new YouTube channel, new to us. And we're going to do a couple of these, do a shakedown cruise of the new technology, and then come back to doing Tuesday nights, right?
Right. Absolutely.
And above all, for those of you looking for a slick trivia show,
keep it moving, kiddo.
Keep it looking. For those of you who are looking for sexy and dynamic hosts.
Yeah, outside of Ruth, keep it moving.
But for those of you who are looking for folks who genuinely love comics and super bad jokes,
you're in the right spot for that.
Glad you're here.
That's what we're all about. Love of comics, super bad jokes.
Do you know what my people call this past year? The Long Halloween.
The holiday killer's covering his tracks.
I'm here to cut a deal. I want Falcone, and I got plenty on him.
Heads, I'll take it. Your father went into business with the Roman, and how many innocent lives did he end up trading for it?
Where'd you find them?
You're not going to like it.
When you were coming up, you wouldn't have thought to hire freaks.
Times change.
It's hard to believe the man who stood on this roof and made that promise would cross the line.
Everyone's invited to this party.
Twinkle, twinkle, little bat. How I wonder what you're What is this?
Judgment Day.
Indeed.
Yes.
Yes.
So tonight, we're talking about Batman, The Long Halloween.
Yeah.
Now, Batman, The Long Halloween, it was a really good graphic novel. Came out a while back.
But still a classic.
Yep. And when we were playing live, the code on the bottom was how you're playing. In the future, it'll be there again. Yes. It was one of those instant classics. It was great. It got made into a animated feature, and
portions and elements of the themes have wormed their way into the new Batman movie directed by Matt Reeves that's out in theaters as we speak.
So if you're looking for a good read on Batman, we'll recommend Batman Long Halloween.
We do.
But if you're undecided, or even if you just want to test yourself, stick around for a minute.
Yeah.
Now, Combination makes every attempt to bring you accurate and interesting questions. However, from time to time, some may argue that our questions have more than one answer. And if this happens, please accept our preemptive and most humble apologies. Please choose from the best response of the options available. For those of you who actually have played before, it's a multiple choice option.
Yes.
Remember that tonight's questions are primarily from the work featured, The Long Halloween. Also, your answer is your answer. And after the question is closed, that's it. The host and or ComNotion will have final say in all circumstances during play. The first and fastest right answer is the first and fastest right answer to the question is the most winning of all the winning answers. So you not just win, you win, and then you're the winner, and, well, you're never getting a chicken dinner.
No. It's hard to see.
Yeah, there's no prizes other than
Bragging rights.
playing for fun, and maybe learning something along the way.
Yeah,
That's why we're here.
exactly.
So let's get started. The Batman first appeared in Detective Comics number
27.
number 27.
Yes.
Now, Batman first appeared, that was in Detective Comics 27. That was,
May 1939.
yep.
While ago.
Todd, what was it like in the 30s and 40s for comics?
Well, it was kind of cool because they were all 5 cents a piece, and you bought lots of them and shared them with your friends on the front porch. Not that I would know. I wasn't there yet quite then.
Yeah, so a couple of fun things about the first issue of Batman. The first issue of Batman introduced Batman as a new character. It also introduced which other?
And the first actual issue of Batman also popped up with Catwoman and the Joker because, you know, you got to have a good arch nemesis or two. And maybe a possible friend, foe, feline, whatever she is these days.
Yeah, so Catwoman has been around as long as Batman has. Fun to think about it.
Great for her age. Yeah, so.
But also, Joker appeared in the first episode as well. And other characters like Alfred, etc., they didn't show up for a couple months.
Or years in some cases.
All
Yeah.
right, next question. In The Long Halloween, Gotham crime lord Carmine Falcone is throwing a wedding for the very beginning. It's his nephew. Starts with his big, beautiful Italian mob wedding.
Very similar in some ways to the Corleone wedding, if you're into that particular mob movie.
Yep.
Shades of A Godfather.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Carmine Falcone, the nephew in question, is Johnny Beatty.
Yeah. Son of his sister Carla.
All right. Next question. And speaking of family, what was Bruce Wayne's father's profession, according to The Long Halloween? We all know he met an untimely death, but what did he do for a living? He was a doctor.
Yes.
Now, if I'm understanding correctly, most of the time, he's usually considered to be a very wealthy doctor, and it's usually that he's a doctor to try to help his fellow man, his fellow Gothamites. But yeah, he's a doctor.
Heavy into the philanthropy. Use that big 29-cent word.
Maybe occasionally sitting on a corporate board or two.
Right. And the family fortune he inherited from his father, Patrick Wayne. Not to be confused with the son of John Wayne, because that's a different Patrick.
Because everybody's getting that confused. Oh my God, is John Wayne related to Bruce Wayne?
Okay.
Now, but back to Carmine Falcone. Carmine Falcone has a nickname.
Yes. also known as
the Roman. Now, Carmine Falcone first made his debut in
actually in Batman Year One by Frank Miller and David Mazzucchelli, which came out a few years before Batman Long Halloween.
Mm-hmm.
And he's also appeared on film a couple of times by Tom Wilkinson in Batman Begins, which is when Christian Bale played Batman, and showed up in the Gotham TV show as well. He's been around.
Yeah, it was in the Gotham series it was John Doman.
Right.
And who is he? I believe he's in the movie, right?
He's in the new movie portrayed by John Turturro.
Yep.
So yeah, as we said, the new movie pulls some elements from different parts of this book. So some fun, interesting things.
So kind of fun.
Yeah.
And not to give too much away, but Bruce Wayne, that is, he's attending the wedding because, maybe there's a connection with his dad and the crime lord Carmine Falcone. Maybe he just knows him from around. And he meets somebody at the wedding.
Yes.
And this person asks him to dance.
But he won't dance. Don't ask him.
Did they do the Batusi, do you think?
Probably. Well, I don't know. This feels a little more formal than the Batusi. But he gets asked, right?
Selina Kyle. Not exactly a stretch, y'all.
No.
So Selina Kyle is also known as
AKA the Catwoman, or when she
Yes.
debuted, just the Cat. So yes, when she first showed up back in Batman #1, clear back in spring of 1940.
Yep.
And she's had that interesting love-hate, on again, off again, sometimes friend, sometimes foe relationship with Bruce and his alter ego ever since.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And Catwoman has been portrayed by Julie Newmar, Lee Merriweather, Eartha Kitt. That was great. Yeah. Halle Berry, and most recently.
Well, and in the new movie, it's Zoe Kravitz,
who is Aquaman's stepdaughter. So, could be an awkward family dinner there. Just saying.
Yeah. Because, cats don't like to get wet.
So Jim Gordon, you know who he is. And who did he once suspect of being the Batman?
Bruce.
Couldn't be Bruce, that ne'er-do-well playboy, but maybe it's Harvey Dent.
Yes.
So in The Long Halloween, Harvey Dent is Harvey Dent. Well, of course he's Harvey Dent. Who else would he be?
Right.
But he's beaten by some members of the Falcone mob. And Bruce Wayne, not Batman, Bruce Wayne helps him escape. And, maybe somebody comes back later to try to figure out what's going on.
Mm-hmm. Because it's mystery upon mystery upon mystery in this book.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And Harvey Dent is working as what now?
I believe he starts off as the assistant DA, but quickly becomes the district attorney.
And he's working with Batman and Jim Gordon to clean up Gotham City.
That's right. Take down crime one thug at a time if they have to.
There you go.
Which is why Gordon starts to wonder if maybe Mr. Dent might be moonlighting.
But speaking of Gordon, what's his title? He's not commissioner yet, is he?
No, because this is back in the early days.
Yeah, in the early days where he is a mere captain
in the
Gotham City. Yeah.
Yes.
So James W. Gordon, Jim to his friends, he first debuted in Detective Comics number 27. In fact, as a matter of fact, he debuted in the first panel of the first Batman comic. So not only was he the first Batman supporting character, he's pretty much the strongest.
Yep.
It could be argued he's the most important.
Yeah, depending on which version of the history you read, he's known Bruce for a long time.
And on screen, let's see, who's portrayed Jim Gordon on screen?
Oh, let's see, who all we got? Pat Hingle, we got Gary Oldman.
Yeah, my favorite. Sorry. J.K. Simmons, Ben McKenzie.
Yep. And in the most recent Batman movie now, Jeffrey Wright.
Gary Oldman, though. Sorry, still my favorite.
Yeah.
Now, Jim Gordon has a wife.
Because he's a good family man.
What is Jim Gordon's wife's name? Yeah, this is where it gets a little confusing.
Mm-hmm.
So, Barbara is the name of Jim Gordon's wife.
Yes.
It's also the name of Jim Gordon's niece.
Right.
And in The Long Halloween, Barbara, the niece, is babysitting the Gordon children,
right,
allowing Barbara, the wife, to have some time to herself.
Yes.
However, neither one of these have a secret identity doing other things in case anyone's wondering about that Barbara Gordon.
Right. At least not in this story.
Not in this story. So, Batman wants to hurt Falcone, that crime lord, as you do.
Yes, you do.
So what's he decide to do? Yeah. He finds and burns Falcone's money, which I would hate. I mean, I don't think the crime lord has his money in an FDIC insured situation.
Nope. It's, after they launder it, they got to hang up to dry somewhere, and it's not inside a bank usually.
So at the wedding in the first episode, in the first issue, Carmine Falcone is trying to pressure Bruce Wayne into helping him launder money.
Yeah.
Bruce Wayne is on the board of Gotham City Bank, and he uses his position to oust the current president of the bank and take over. And because apparently maybe the bank was being used to launder money, maybe the bank was
gonna be pressured to launder money.
Yeah, and if you want to know what happens to the ousted president of Gotham City Bank,
you gotta read the book and find out more.
Yeah. And there's someone who wants to help Batman hurt Falcone, in addition to Jim Gordon and Harvey Dent. Yeah. But Harvey Dent and Batman agree to set fire to the warehouse and burn all the money, which makes me sad. All that money.
Yes.
Yeah. And then, who gets a bomb delivered to his house? Well, it's not Carmine Falcone, because it's not Batman style to deliver a bomb to the house.
No.
It's not Jim Gordon, because no.
You don't want to piss off the cops that way.
Yeah, not to the house.
No.
It's Harvey Dent.
Yeah. Trying to take irksome DA.
Yeah. But Harvey isn't home when the bomb comes and someone else gets hurt. so it's not good.
Not good.
So, if I'm remembering correctly, they figure out that it's the group called the Irish who's planted the bomb.
Yes. There's another interesting little mob.
Now, the Irish are a gang of 5 assassins. Who isn't a member? Mickey the Mink Sullivan? He's a member. Jimmy Slick? He's a member. Dapper Kevin? Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Willie 2 Times? He's a member.
Donnie
Boy Sullivan? Not so much. Who is Pocketbook Pete?
He's just another low-level flug. But he's not an Irish.
Yeah, they do. The Irish do manage to destroy Dent's home, but Dent and his wife Gilda do survive.
Right.
Not unscathed, but they survive.
Right. They make it through.
Now, also in this fabulous book, we have Solomon Grundy.
Yeah, Solomon Grundy.
Now, according to the nursery rhyme, Solomon Grundy was born on a Monday. What happened to him on Wednesday?
Got married.
Yes. He died on Saturday, and on Wednesday he had a fate worse than death where he got married.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't actually get married in this book.
No. Time he shows up in this book, I think he's gone through his initial week of interesting fun. But he does end up with a Thanksgiving dinner out of the deal. So.
Yeah. That's actually very nicely done, and obviously one of Todd's favorite bits.
It is.
Now, we talk about Halloween, we talk about Thanksgiving, and then the Joker shows up and talks about the fact that he hates this holiday song.
And it's not Jingle Bells.
Winter Wonderland. Okay, that's fine. So if the Joker shows up, just play Winter Wonderland and maybe he'll get annoyed and go away.
Right.
Now, the Joker was also one of the characters that showed up in the very first Batman. He and Batman had been together forever.
In many ways, the two sides of the coin.
Now,
chaos and order.
see, neither Batman nor Joker have superhuman abilities. Both of them are just so dedicated to their craft.
Yeah. Their particular thematic drive.
Being a good guy, being a bad guy. Anyway.
Yes.
You too could now. Okay. And as you could expect, if you knew that the Calendar Man shows up in the Long Halloween.
Which is only fitting since they talk about all these different holidays.
Yes. Every issue of the Long Halloween takes place in the following month.
Yes.
And what's the Calendar Man's real name?
It's not Morris Day? Because he's got the time? No. Okay.
Did we mention the bad jokes? Because they're bad.
Oh.
So, Calendar Man actually appeared in The Suicide Squad, played by Sean Gunn.
Yes. And his real name, Julian Gregory
Day. Yeah, originally the character was a bit of a joke character.
Yeah.
But, eventually became sort of a much darker villain.
Yeah.
And
Long
there's
Halloween.
the holiday. Yeah, there's the holiday killer running through the Long Halloween, and the Calendar Man seems to know who it is.
Yeah. Indeed.
Now we've talked about this person in The Long Halloween and that person in Long Halloween. What character isn't in The Long Halloween that you would think would show up in a Batman? And that's Penguin.
Yeah. Oswald Cobblepot doesn't make an appearance in this story.
Oswald Chesterfield Cobblepot, to be clear.
Yes.
Now, Todd, for absolutely no extra points, when did Penguin first appear?
Oh, he made his first appearance in Detective Comics 58, clear back in 1941. So he came along just a little later in the whole pantheon. But he's been one of the major rogues in Batman's gallery of villains for quite a long while as well. And he, or at least a version of him, also shows up in the new Batman movie. Yeah.
Good choice. So again, the questions tonight were from Batman The Long Halloween. The official blurb, if you want to go looking for it on wherever comics are sold, is as follows. Christmas, St. Patrick's, Easter. As the calendar's days stack up, so does the bodies littered on the streets of Gotham City. A murderer is loose, killing only on holidays. The only man that can stop this fiend?
The Dark Knight.
In a mystery taking place during Batman's early days of crime fighting, Batman The Long Halloween is one of the greatest Dark Knight stories ever told.
Yes, indeed. We concur. Working with District Attorney Harvey Dent and Lieutenant, eventually Captain James Gordon, and then races against the calendar as tries to discover who Holiday, the serial killer, is. For he claims his next victim in the next month. And as the mystery unfolds, the readers are left continually guessing who the killer might be. And also it ties in events that transform Harvey Dent into...
Read the book, read the book. So this was the product of the magnificent creative team of Jeff Loeb and Tim Sale.
Yeah. Coming off of a handful of specials they did featuring various Batman characters and leading to them going on to even more fun stuff they've done over the years with different characters. So if you like this book and like the art on this book, there's other cool stuff they've done together too. But start with this one.
Yep. So Jeff Loeb, if the name sounds familiar, he is an Emmy Award nominated and Eisner Award winning writer and producer. He lives in Los Angeles. He's done stuff in television, including Smallville, Lost, Heroes, and in film, he did Teen Wolf and Commando. In comics, he's best known for the work he did with Tim Sale, including The Long Halloween, Superman for All Seasons, Catwoman, When in Rome, Daredevil Yellow, Spider-Man Blue, and Hulk Gray.
Yes.
So Tim Sale.
Yeah. Who's an artist on numerous collaborations with Jim Loeb, which we just mentioned, along with Deathblow, various issues of Legends of the Dark Knight, Grendel, Wolverine Gambit, Victims, an independent series called Billy 99, and Amazon, not to be confused where you can buy the book, and various other projects. He has the distinct honor of being the first creator chosen for the Artist Spotlight in the DC series Solo. Yeah. It's a very wonderful, unique style.
All right. Well, thanks for spending the time with us. If you have any questions, comments, or compliments, please email us at the.com.nation@gmail.com. If you're seeing this on YouTube, and you might, somewhere there's a click to subscribe button, so hit it.
Yeah. Because we'll be doing more of these.
Yep. Yes. And yes, and seriously, we are looking for questions, comments, feedbacks, etc. We've picked books because people said, "Hey, this is great,"
right,
etc.
Always up for viewing something new.
Yeah. And the website is calm-nation.com.
Yeah.
So go buy the book, read the book. It's available everywhere that fine comics are shown, and tell them that Calm Nation sent you, and come back next week.
Yeah. For more trivia and fun. And read comics.
And bad jokes. Always bad jokes. All right. Hey, thank you. Have a great week.
Good night, folks.